So, you finally jumped into the world of Wakfu. You ready to take your gobble hammer and go smashing little gobblies? Before you do that, allow me to share 5 quick tips that can help you get on your way. Tip number 1 comes from character creation. Did you know when creating your character, if you have a specific role that you like, you can sort them by said role? For example, if you wanted to play a character to prevent movement, just click the button here and it highlights characters who can prevent movement. Or if you want to play a tank, click the button and it shows you tank. You can do for healers, for attackers, for positionals, minions, as in summoners, map control, or just downright support characters. As well as, if you don't, if you already know who you want to play, your class that you may be interested in is categorized by difficulty level. As you can see, Kra is level 1, Echo Flip is level 1, Sakurai is level 1, Masquerader is level 1. And it goes like that until you start getting into the more difficult classes, such as Ayup being level 2, Fargonite being level 3, Osas, so on and so forth. You create your character and you just about ready to go. Well, if you're into questing, you're going to run into this automatically. But just in case you're like me and you don't really care for quests, you might want to start doing your beginner quests. First thing you're going to do, you're going to fall down through the bed. There's going to be a small dialogue, and Granny here is going to ask you to take Papa a bag. You take Papa the bag, and you want to keep doing a little bit of quests for Papa until you unlock your Haven bag. The reason you want to unlock your Haven bag, because not only does it serve as a, I guess you would say, a decorative home, but continue to do a little bit of Papa quest, he's going to give you a display case. What does the display case do, you may ask? Well, if you have items that you would like to put for sale, display case is your merchant mode. See, you come here and you put your items up for sale and, log out inside of your bag. You are now in merchant mode. It is also currently in merchant mode while I'm online. You can run around like this, and somebody on the outside can see your bag, which you can lock and unlock to invite people. So you can lock and unlock to invite people. As well as you can check your sales history if anything have sold recently at all. As you see, I made 48,000 commas and 500 commas. Tip number 3 is when it comes to grinding. Basically, what you want to do is, of course, when you're grinding your levels, you want to level a profession called Trapper. So I'm trying to find a mob to show you how Trapper works. What you want to do is you want to right click on a mob and go to where it says extract. This will allow you to extract seeds off of a mob. What do you do with the seeds? Well, you plant the seeds on the ground to spawn more mobs of whatever creature you're training on. If you want to level Trapper faster, after defeating your mob, you can choose to carve them, basically, and harvest. And what that does, it gives you a lot more EXP than you would get from basically just taking the seeds. Once you take the seeds, you're going to want to double click on them, and you're going to want to plant them. Which leads me into my next small tip. Instead of clicking one by one like that to plant them, you can simply click, hold, and drag your mouse and they will continue to plant for as many seeds as you have, or until the population of whatever mob you're planting gets too big, and they'll stop you like that. What's next on the list? Dungeon leveling. So, you finally made it to the level where you can do your first dungeon. Most likely, that is the Gobble dungeon. While doing the Gobble dungeon, there is a system they have on here called stasis leveling. Think of it as a difficulty tool. It makes the dungeon significantly harder or significantly easier for whatever team you're doing, if you're going solo or if you're going with a team, or if you simply want a challenge. You can change the stasis all the way up to level 50. It makes the mobs significantly harder, and it also increased the drop rate of whatever items you're going for. So see how normal stasis is only 10%? If you take it all the way to stasis 50, you have a chance to drop legendary, epic, and relic gear. Tactical mode. If you get into a fight, let's find a small easy fight here. Okay, here's one. If you happen to get into a fight and the background is blending everything in and you can't see, simply hold Control and T and you can go in and out of tactical mode. Simple as that. You're farming creatures. You're leveling up. But you're starting to get too much equipment and your inventory is getting full. Well, fear not, because we have a system called, well, I forgot what they call the system, but you can use this to shatter items. Use these to shatter items to turn them into shards. Now, it's not 100% success rate, but when you destroy items and turn them into shards, shards can be used to increase your inventory. Oh my gosh. Shards can be used to increase your stats on your armor. So here's an example. I have currently 6 shards. Let's say you're wearing Gobble armor, and the Gobble armor, doesn't have anything significant for your class itself as terms of stats or whatever you may be going for. You can use the shards to add stats into said armor. So depending on what type of armor slot you have, you can use the shards to increase or decrease a mastery. Critical mastery, some has dodge, some has health, some has resistance, so on and so forth. Last but certainly not least is the market board. Now let's say you don't want to do the quest at all to get your little bag to get merchant mode. I would highly suggest you get merchant mode, but just in case you don't want to get it, you want to come to this huge statue here. I use this as a checkpoint and run up this direction. By running up this direction, you will find the city's market board. The market board consists of plenty of different things, from armors to miscellaneous items, from miscellaneous items to cosmetic items, such as costumes, emotes, you can play the drum, things like that, consumables for meat, your breads, so far, so forth. Dragon, okay, I don't know what that is. And even decorations for your haven bag. if you want to sell items into your market board, right here on the side, you have these icons. I'm currently in the purchase section, so anything I type down here, I will purchase using my commas. But if you want to sell, you click sell and you place your items up for sale. When your items go for sale, they get stored into the market board. They also show you a history of what's sold and your total amount sold. I currently now have 1 million commas. I hope these tips was able to help you get started. If there's any more questions, please leave it in the comment section below. I also try to stream Wakfu on any day that I have off work on twitch.tv Shinangelo. You can catch me, well, like I said, any day I have off work. I don't have a stable schedule because of the simple fact that my job days are random. So you just have to subscribe and catch me when you can. Until then, as always, guys, have a good day, good night, good evening, wherever you all live at. This is Shinangelo signing out.